the past 5 or 6 years, I've been breeding Colombian Tetra, and I learned that the best way to get fry from these, because they are egg scatterers, is to retain all of the water that I get from gravel vacuums of the tank in a fry starter tank. And initially I tried to feed the fry infusoria, but this tended to soil the water. So the best way to start them off appears to be to simply start them on brine shrimp nuclei, and they generally subsist on whatever infusoria are in a tank, a fry starter tank with all the mess that comes from a gravel vacuum, until they're able to consume the brine shrimp nuclei. But for the past 5 or 6 months, I haven't been able to come up with any fry. And then I realized that adding female guppies to the tank was decimating the fry population. So I removed the guppies, and after about a week, did a gravel vacuum and set up a fry starter tank with a sponge over the intake of a hang on the back filter. I've had that set up for 5 or 6 days, and I've been checking it each day for fry. I hadn't noticed any, so I figured I hadn't given them long enough to produce any. But tonight I happened to notice a tiny fry darting about in the back of the fry starter tank. If you look very closely, you might be able to see one Columbian Tetra fry against the rear glass of this aquarium. I hope there are more in here. We're just about to give up on this fry tank. I've been checking it each night, and I happen to see one darting around back there. So now I'll ensure that there is brine shrimp nuclei in the tank for it each day. And I'll see eventually how many I have. Well, it's remaining very still, so it's quite difficult to make out. I just noticed one moving. And there it went. So it's good to see that there are at least a few fry in this tank. Very gratifying to see that my efforts are paying off.